I want to bring up now Antimatter and where is Sir Nene? In case people didn't know, the second working group that we want to hear from right now, the second trial working group, is the Web Working Group. Gentlemen, how would you explain kind of the objectives and what the Web Working Group is all about?
The Web Working Group is a web-focused working group, and we're dedicating our efforts towards reorganizing and enabling community contribution to DAO web resources, mainly the Jupiter Space Station, as well as community-focused resource JupEco.
What are some of the problems that you guys think you'll be able to work on as a part of the Web Working Group? Why do we need a working group to push this forward?
This kind of stems back to how the original concept of this group started. This is an emergent group. It was just a couple of DAO members that kind of came together and saw there was a lot of resource overlap on the space station, as well as some of the stuff was outdated on the space station. So it needed a little love. And, this is kind of a closed repository we didn't have access to. And that's kind of how this all started. And now we're kind of identifying the overlap and delineating which resources belong on which platform. And we're going to try and create some processes to make sure the community can have a say and help, keep this stuff up to date.
People are asking what experience that you got in terms of maintaining this kind of platforms.
I've worked in large enterprise software development shops, and I've managed platforms like Confluence. And that was a couple hundred people, lots of documentation all over the place. If you want to talk chaos, that was chaos. And then more recently with GooseFX, I was also in charge of maintaining and creating their good book and their technical documentation.
I have been in the marketing world for upwards of 6 years now. I've been mainly focused on developing processes and back-end stuff on that in that aspect. We've also started up the Jupe.eco project, which we had to extensively plan and implement that. We've done that in an open source environment, which is in GitHub. So you can check on that as well.
Maybe what we can do is transition to talk a little bit about the scope of what you guys are looking to do. So in just the first 3 months, not trying to promise the moon, not trying to say we're changing the world, what is going to be in the scope for those first 3 months?
The scope of the trial period, we really want to, first off, dedicate time to understanding what is already out there on Station. So Station is number one. We want to reorganize and restructure the Station, as well as make sure all the documents are up to date and figure out ways for community involvement to keep these more static process up to date all the time. Further down the road, we're going to continue planning for JupEco and what a community resource should look like and how we can facilitate real DAO contribution to the platform as well and get everyone involved, work groups, individual cadets, as well as the Jupiter team.
I think there's probably going to be some questions here as well for anyone who hasn't read your proposal. Can you talk about how much you're asking from the DAO Treasury?
So the complete ask is for $84,500. That is for 2 full-time employees as well as 1 part-time. We have a small allocation for infrastructure and software services. We want to build out some things such as maybe SMS notifications or, other push notifications, which can become quite costly, but are super effective in getting people notifications in a timely manner. And we have a small allocation for content contributors that we're already working with.
So I encourage everybody watching right now to go read the full proposal. I know there's some questions about what specifically might change about it. You can go find that over in the Jupe Research forums or in Discord, and make sure to come to the town hall tomorrow to get all that information that you need.